lot. Look, ultimately it's another 3 points. There's no doubt, look, 3 points against Police are worth the same as 3 points against, a team at the bottom of the league. But I think the difference for today's game was it was a really tough football match. Police are a really good football team. And so to take points, any points off them, is always going to be incredibly difficult. It's not like they played badly and we won the game. I think both teams played a really good game of football. They caused us problems. We were really disappointed with the goal we conceded because in essence it's a typical Police goal. It's something we were preparing for and we just didn't quite get it right. But we came back, we showed that mental strength that the team have, fought back, scored from a well-worked set piece, and then really quite pleasing because I think you can see Police were maybe playing a more counter-attack game, yet the goal that's done it for us is a classic counter-attack goal. Gad, we spoke about it at half-time, we said to Gad, target those spaces. If you can get that ball out of your hands quickly with that sort of sidewinder kick, it'll create a chance for us. And he did it, he remembered, he got the ball in his hands. Bonnie, like how many people in Boniface Amondi's situation try to shoot? But the calmness to roll it across to Benson, and look, when you put it in there, the chances are he's going to score. So overall, we're really pleased, but everyone, even the subs that came on, it was a big performance. It needed it, because if we weren't at our best, we wouldn't have got the points today. But yeah, well done to both teams, and we're delighted to take another 3 points.
It was labelled as a potential acid test for you guys. Conceded first, and then you came back in the game, won the game with only 9 minutes left on the clock. Did you like the character you saw in your team today?
I've liked the character I've seen in my team since pre-season. What you've noticed about Kogalo is we do things in quiet. Yeah, we don't talk a lot. You don't see a lot of us talking in the media. Even in pre-season, when maybe things weren't as smooth as they could have been, you didn't see guys talking all the time. For us, it was just about get on with the job, because it doesn't matter how much you talk in this game. It's for 90, 95 minutes out on the grass. That's where you've got to do your talking. And so for me, I've never had any doubt about the character of my players from the day one. And, they've shown that again today. Only the second time this season we've went behind. The other was the KCB game. So it's great to see that reaction from the boys. But we knew they had it in them.
That's for me. They say work hard in silence, let success make the noise. This is the clearest time that Mahia the team to beat this season.
Look, I think when teams already know, when they come to play us, they're in for a really difficult afternoon. We're not the finished product yet. There's a lot of young guys in that team. Again, if you look, I think 70% of our squad is under 23. This is very much, not only is it the Kogalo of today, it's the Kogalo of tomorrow. I think a lot of our rivals at the top are more mature and they've more experience. And look, you saw that today, Police, they've got a lot of very experienced players who we know very well, and at times they were on top of the game using that experience. But for us, we're going to work. We've got guys who will never stop running, and we've got another, what's that now, game 16? We've got another 21 games, and that's 21 games of hard graft, but we know we've got it in us.
Coach Emery Baisenge is here. He's a player you've worked with in the national team. Clearly, he's already has some sort of understanding the players, looking at how they're saying and conversating each other. How much of a boost is he to your squad coming into the second half of the season?
One of the things we said as a club strategy was the players coming in the first phase, it had to be players who would slot straight into the system. Mid-season's hard because you don't have time to train the players, they're going straight in. And so we said in phase one, we had to get players who knew tactically what we wanted, but also character-wise. Because look, I think you've got to be honest that Kogalo, no one would argue to say that the transfer strategy over the last 2 or 3 years, they've got it wrong. There's been a lot of, not good enough players have come into Kogalo over the last few years. You said Emery, over 60 caps for the Rwanda national team. I know his character inside out. I've worked with him a couple of times. I know the quality he brings. But also Patrick Kadu, again, 25, 30 caps for the national team. These are not small players. Mahia should not sign small players. The types of players we will sign whilst I'm here are either those top quality players with huge experience, or they'll be the next generation of hot talent, because you look at some of the young guys we're bringing in, Sylvester Owino, Enoch Wanyama. These are the next generation of the Harambee Stars. So it's all quality, but look, at the moment, they're substitutes for us because this team is winning, and whilst this team's winning, we're not going to be changing it. Those guys have to give us a reason to change it. Thank you very much, guys.